All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Drops it off to Ajayi. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Room here to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Ertz has it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Back to throw here. Aguilar has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second down, Winston. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles Offense now, they head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Here we go now. Blue Lightning! Blue Lightning!
Here's Ajayi. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Ajayi. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, this from 53. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. And I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and short yardage. Winston. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Let's go now. Green, triple T. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And off comes to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Green, triple T. Green, triple T. Follow. Turn it. Let's go.
A give. This is Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 3rd down, Winston escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And Winston lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. You got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's convert.
On the carry, it's Cook. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Flush to his right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Sonic. Easy.
They run it again with Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Easy.
Throwing, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Winston keeps it himself, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's convert. Sonic.
Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Easy. Green, trouble team.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And Diggs has it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Back to the ground, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
You got him. You got him. Let's go. Easy.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They get it to him running left, and he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Carlson able to put this one through, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, 8 points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. To throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now it's a Giant. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it,
You
yeah.
see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the... And how about this, a fake? And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. That'll be a gain of 16. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Vikings on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done. And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They run for it with Ajayi. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They pitch it out to Cook. Twisting away. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Cook, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.